matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Unable to corral him, he fights through.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Wilson's throw caught by Gray.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
You look at this Niner defense.
They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
They'll try for the 1st with Walker.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Levis to throw off play action.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Play action now. Levis.
And the Niners get there and bring
gets in there to take him down. Well, on that one, they go to the play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down.
On the counter, it's Walker.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
A 2nd down throw from Levis. Well, that'll be incomplete.
Well, he took a shot as he let that go.
And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Though we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Levis back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
1st and goal at the 1.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their...
He's got a man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big pickup of 38.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
Play action. It's Wilson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
16 more on that one and another first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down. The Niners sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game, and those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence, and they feel like they can continue to get better.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now Wilson on first down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
McCaffrey.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? McCaffrey. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
2nd down, here's Charbonnet.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, here's Levis. And it is caught. He's got a first and maybe more. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 21-0.
49ers nothing.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I'll overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Davis now to return it. And just a 30-yard punt that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Well, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Now Wilson.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick-6.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And a rout is on here in this first half.
49ers nothing. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Wilson. Able to find Gray here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing is Wilson. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Again, it's Charbonnet.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis.
And that's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Levis sets up to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Back to throw, it's Levis. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43.
Off the play fake, Levis.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Niners are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
At the 5-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out right at the 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
The margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
At the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down.
107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And the slot man goes in motion left.
1st and 10. Here's Levis. This is the tight end Fant.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
On the give, here's Charbonnet.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Levis.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Levis to throw off play action.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Devin Bush picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, I wish the staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
So you look like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 3. There's Charbonnet once again.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Levis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll get that to Charbonnet. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Levis throwing for it on fourth.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked off by Fred Warner. Down the left sideline.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
First down, Seattle.
Now Levis. And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Going right back to Smith and Jigba.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 39 yards there, a big one.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
49ers 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44.
That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them. Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
So the victory here for Seattle. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home.